What would you do in his situation?
Me? Real Madrid if they came calling.
Going to need him an awful lot of money, Graeme.
Well,
he is. Yeah. He is everything for Spurs.
Everything. Man City, whoever gets Harry Kane, the two prizes that are out there, we keep talking about goal scorers. Haaland and Harry Kane. Who do you know? Haaland is still a question mark, if you like, but I think that's getting smaller each week. With Harry, there's no question marks. We know what we're getting from him. Everything about him is a pleasure to watch, from trying to get the ball back when his team lose it, to delivering cute and clever passes, to getting shots off when you don't think he's getting shots off, to being so accurate when he does shoot. And I think for Harry Kane, it's this year or never for him. I don't see, if you think this year, if he's thinking about going, has he got a year left on his contract?
He's got 2 years.
So Spurs may be wanting to extend that. If he does extend that, then he won't be going anywhere after that. He won't be getting a big move after that. So I think it's this year or never for him.
Can you imagine a situation where Spurs would let him leave?
£200 million?
I don't think that's outrageous. I think that's with add-ons.
Well, if you're in the position of a club that can afford to do that, and maybe a Manchester City, maybe even a Manchester United.
Well, who can afford it? You know, we know with the COVID, it's been difficult for everybody, even the big clubs. But the obvious candidates, PSG, Man City, could certainly. I don't think Pep's being entirely honest when he says they're not going to go big this year. I think they will. And you're buying. You know, when you spend big money, there's always a question mark. There'd be a question, I'll come back to it. You buy Haaland, there is a question mark, although not a big one. When you're buying Harry Kane for big money, ain't any questions. The only thing you have to do is keep him fit.
Who will decide, do you think? Will it be Daniel Levy or will Harry Kane? No, I'm just saying, we have this conversation, don't we? But Harry Kane might be sitting there thinking, I want to stay at Spurs, I want to try and take Spurs 2 trophies, and I want to break every goal-scoring record I can.
Well, of course, I've won 2 trophies, 2 League Cups in 29 years.
But is that his motivation? Is that Harry Kane's motivation?
Well, he's got an opportunity on the 25th of April, League Cup, still chasing the Champions League. That could be a deciding point. Are we in the Champions League?
Is he 28 now?
Who, Harry? Is he 28, 27?
27, 28?
I think so, but...
It could be Daniel Levy's or Joe Lewis's, they decide. Someone comes and offers...
Michael, the players decide now.
Harry's that kind of guy, though, Graeme. He's a loyal guy. Of course, you say he wants to win trophies, but you see his work rate, his desire. If only he will know this. No. He might want to break all records. He's a Spurs legend as it is. He might want to stay in Premier League record.
That ain't going to change if he leaves in the summer. He'll still be a legend.
Of course he will, but he might want to. He wants to get every record. His hunger, his desire. He scores goals. That's all he wants to do. And hopefully it's still at Spurs. That's where.
I just want that wisdom tooth to hurt on the 18th of June.
And if he was to leave the Premier League, then of course the sheer record might be beyond him as well. You get a feeling when you talk to him, when you hear his interviews, that he's really motivated by these goal-scoring records, perhaps more than what you're suggesting, which is winning trophies.
Yeah, and challenging yourself. You know, going to play for arguably the biggest club in the world. You know, with a chance of winning a league, you've got a better chance of winning the league with Madrid than you have with Spurs in the foreseeable future. With a chance of winning the Champions League, you have a better chance in the foreseeable future winning the Champions League with Real Madrid you do with Spurs. I mean, it comes back, personally, I wanted to win the big trophies. I was lucky enough to do that. I wanted to, and again. Is Harry going to be happy with 1 League Cup?
Well, let me put it a different way then to you, Michael. They've got Harry Kane there. He does have a couple of years left on his contract. He wants to be a winner with Spurs. So how could Spurs satisfy his demand to make them winners? Well,
they have to concede too many goals. And you talk about they spent 45 million on Sanchez a few years ago. Alderweireld, Dyer, Joe Rodon. I think consistency, the chop and change.
Yeah, but for Spurs to become what Harry would want, he ain't going to be in this career. I think, you know, that's you know, the players you've mentioned you think are not good enough for Spurs to take them to where you want them to be, and all Spurs supporters want them to be. That's not going to happen in Harry's time at the football club.
Do you think it needs a big investment? He
hasn't got 6, 7, 8 years to wait.
Does it need a show?
I mean,
Graeme there
said about midfield. I think Højbjerg in front of the back four, fantastic, break things up. And Ndombele attacking. When you talk about Son, Kane, Bale, we haven't seen the best of. Lucas Moura, I think attacking threat, they're incredible. But when they get the opportunities and they take the game to opposition, it then doesn't give it. They don't defend these situations right. Let's have a look at all our goals that they concede. An awful lot from crosses. So that comes, wide men, block the crosses, and then get your head on the ball. All these things come together to cause problems, and they don't keep.
All right, let's have a look at all the goals that Spurs have conceded. No, I'm joking.